To create a purchase order in Workguru, we can either go to the purchase orders dashboard and go actions, new purchase order, or we can create one from the menu on the left-hand side. So your purchases and new purchase order straight from the menu. The purchase order detail, when we're creating it, will give us the purchase order number, which we can specify, or Workguru will give us the next number in the sequence, in this case, PO10215. A description of the purchase order, so what it's for if you want to put that, and you can put that in there whatever you like, so the description. You need to pick the supplier, so who we're buying this off. If there's a supplier contact, you can specify that. We can issue the date of the purchase order, the date we expect to receive it. And then we've got some advanced options along here. So if we're supporting multiple currency in your account, then you'll get multiple currency options here for the exchange rate. And then the obviously Australian dollar is 1-to-1. Is this for a project? So if it's for a project, we can select the project that it's from, or we can raise this purchase order directly from that project. If we raise a project PO, it will the goods on it will never go to stock. They'll just be expensed straight to that project. I'm going to leave this one as a stock PO for the moment, but that's where we'd specify it's for a project. The PO to attribute costs to is if we're doing a landed costs purchase order. So for example, if we've got a freight invoice that is separate to a stock invoice that we've already raised, we can actually attribute those costs here. So we're going to leave both of those blank, and we're just going to do this as a stock purchase order. The delivery address is based on either our delivery addresses list, and we can populate that manually, or we can get it based on our warehouses. So we can set warehouses with default delivery addresses up to being whatever they want. So I'll do Brisbane, Queensland, 4001. We can also specify in delivery instructions on the purchase order if we want to as well. From there, we've got some things that we can add to the purchase order. So in this case, I'm going to add a product to the purchase order, and you can start adding products simply by typing the SKU, the name, or the description, and Workguru will search for all of those things. It will bring in the buy price, and I'm going to say I'm going to buy 5 cubic meters of crusher dust, and because this supplier does all kinds of random things for me, I'm going to buy a 6 meter length of steel as well. So once I'm done and I've created my purchase order line items, I can hit save and approve that purchase order, and that will be ready to be received.